CK, the Raisin Man. All right, what's going on, everybody? Hey, listen, we got the man of the hour back, and he's giving you his top 10 tight end rankings going into the NFL 2025 season. Mr. Shakes Montana, going ahead and bring you some more rankings going into this season. So, Shakes, we got your top 10 tight ends coming up, man. Let them know exactly why are you doing these top 10 lists before we get to the number 10 ranked tight end, man. Tell them why you're doing this list, man.
Well, new season coming up, new chapter, new era, and everything that I'm doing. So, I'm just going to present y'all some rankings so y'all know exactly where I rank these guys and how I feel about these players going forward into this new season. So, position by position, y'all going to get that. Y'all already got the running backs. Y'all already got the wide receivers. Tight ends is now. And up next, we're going to have the offensive linemen coming up. We got the tackles and the interior offensive linemen coming through. I was going to say guards and centers and all that stuff. But, yeah, man, that's what it is, interior offensive linemen. So, y'all stay tuned for all that. And, of course, I'm going to do the quarterbacks. Quarterbacks is definitely going to be last on the offense because I'm going to do all 32 starting quarterbacks, man. Rank them. So, y'all will know how I feel about these players by the time the season rolls around.
All right, so let's get into the list. We ready to go to number 10. So who will be number 10, man? Let's get into it. And we got at number 10, Mr. Dallas Goedert of the Philadelphia Eagles. Hey, listen, man, this man, 6'7", getting it done with the Eagles, coming off a Super Bowl championship win. Dallas Goedert, number 10 on Shakes Montana's list. Hey, let's look at what he did in the regular season. A 65.7 overall PFF grade, 24th out of the tight ends, 496 yards, 2 touchdowns with 11.8 yards per reception. Hey, he did that, and he was injured last year. So, Shakes, man, tell him why you got Dallas Goedert as your number 10 tight end going into this NFL season, man, 2025. Tell him why you got him at number 10.
I think you basically just said it, though. Putting up those numbers in an injury-ridden season, that's pretty damn good, man. I know some starters that if they had them numbers, they'd be like, hey, I'll take it. So, yeah, I'm saying for him to do that in an injury-riddled season, it's pretty impressive. But, this guy's a blanket for Jalen Hurts. And they got a lot of those. They got a lot of weapons, man. A lot of weapons to go ahead on their disposal. But he's definitely one of them, and a nice security blanket for Jalen Hurts, man.
Yeah, he was definitely
polished.
Yeah, polished route runner. Very tall target. Work the middle of the field. Can get deep. Makes great catches. Great plays. I think he's one of the top tight ends in the league, man. I definitely know why he made your top 10 list, which is pretty dope, considering that he was actually injured last year. So that just shows you what he did during the regular season, what he means to that team, man. Because that offense is that much deadlier out there with Dallas Goedert out there with Devontae Smith, AJ Brown. He's definitely a top 10 tight end, man. But anything else you got to say about Dallas Goedert before we get to number 9?
Just that I hate these damn Eagles, but they invaded my rankings. Number 1 was running back, was Saquon, of course. I had 2 guys in the wide receiver rankings, and Smith and Brown. I mean, that's how much talent the fucking Eagles have, and I hate them for it. But it's respect to the GM, because if I hate you, you're doing something right. If you're in my division, and I hate them boys, man. I hate them boys so much. I hate everything about them, from their colors to their fans. That's right, I said it.
All right, so hey, hate them, but you gotta love them, man. They can produce talent on the field. So we get ready to get into the number 9 tight end in the 2025 NFL season. This is Shakes Montana's list, man. He's doing it big with the very first pick at number 10, Dallas Goedert. But who's getting ready to be number 9? Let's see who's number 9. All right, coming in at number 9. Number 9, Jonnu Smith from the Miami Dolphins was traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers this offseason, and man, he actually is one of the younger tight ends in the game that's actually producing, man. Jonnu Smith, man, what he did last season for the Dolphins, now a Pittsburgh Steeler, a 77.7 PFF grade, was ranked 5th amongst tight ends, 886 yards, 8 touchdowns, 10 yards per catch. Yo, Shakes, I like this guy on the list, man. He's definitely a guy that you can count on this list, and that Tua and all those Miami quarterbacks were counting on last year. Man, tell them why Jonnu Smith is number 9 on your list, bro.
Man, I'm a big fantasy football player. Shout out to the fantasy football players out there. But I had Tyreek Hill on my fantasy team. And of course, my nephew's a Dolphin fan, so we watching the games, watching Dolphin games. I'm on strike with the Giants, and every time somebody score, I'm like, "Is that Tyreek Hill?" Nope. You know who it was? Jones Smith. It was Jones Smith. You know what I'm saying? To the point I had to pick him up after seeing this go down for like 5-6 weeks straight. I'm like, you know what? I got to pick up Jones Smith. If he's still available, I got to pick him up. They sleeping, they gonna stay sleeping, because this boy, he was having that type of a season last year, man. He almost had 1,000? Come on.
Yeah, man. Almost had 1,000 yards.
Come on, man. Come on, man. He balled, man. He balled out, pause, but yeah. Great season by Jonnu Smith. Showed that he is a top 10 tight end in this league.
All right. Hey, listen.
Shout out to the Steelers.
Yep. Shout out to the Steelers for getting Jonnu Smith to pair him over there with Pat Fryermuth. Maybe his stats go down a little bit because of Pat Fryermuth, but he is a talented tight end, and he can play like a receiver, and he gets busy like a tight end, man. He's strong, and he's just dope, man. But he's the number 9 ranked tight end. Let's see who Shakes has at number 8, man. Let's get it back into the list. All right, coming in at number 8, Mr. Dalton Kincaid for the Buffalo Bills, man. Hey, listen. Love this kid coming out of Utah, man. A very versatile tight end, and he is just a receiving threat. Doing this thing out there with the Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen. What did he do last season for the Bills? Well, let me tell you, man. 76.6 PFF grade. Guess what? One slot behind Jonnu Smith at number 6 out of all tight ends. 448 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 10.2 yards per reception. Hey, listen. And he did that in an injury-riddled season. So, why is Dalton Kincaid number 8 on your list in front of guys like Jonnu Smith and Dallas Goedert, bro?
That boy's a bad man. And he was the reason why they felt like, oh, we don't really need a number 1 wide receiver going into last season. And like, we got this guy, Dalton Kincaid, gonna be the blanket. And like you say, he went down, so they was like, you know what? We do need a number 1 wide receiver. and went out there and got Stephon Diggs. So, but that just goes to how much they value his game. And I remember his rookie season. Shoot, the season before that, Dawson Knox had a B season. I mean, a B season. And then when Dalton Kincaid got drafted and came in, it was like, Dawson who? We don't even know where he is. He still on the team?
Right.
I don't even know. I don't even know. But that just shows you how much talent that this kid has, man. I respect his game. But like you said, injury, gotta have that, and that's why he's 8. But if it wasn't for the injury, he might be even higher. Because that boy is that talented. So.
Yeah. I definitely like this kid coming out of Utah, man. I wanted my team to draft the New York Giants, but Dalton Kincaid is a beast, man. And I think he's only going to get better and better heading into the 2025 season. So I definitely see why he is on this list at number 8. But we get ready to get into number 7, and it may be a surprise to you. But let's see who we got at number 7, man. Let's go. And at number 7, a familiar face to everybody, Mr. Travis Kelce is ranked number 7. His ranking is usually number 1, but Shakes has him all the way at number 7 in the top 10 list. Yo, what he did last season for the Kansas City Chiefs, a 70.9 overall PFF grade, 15th ranked out of tight ends, 823 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 8.5 yards per reception. Shakes, man, this is a surprise right here, man. This dude's usually at the top of the list, but you got him at 7, man. Explain to the people why you have him at number 7.
Oh man, cool this shit, man. Mr. Taylor Swift on this list. Yeah, I mean, but listen, man, can't deny him on that field. But he is getting up there on that in that age. But you see, he lost not even just a step. He lost a few steps there. Looking at last season, but still effective nonetheless, man. Still effective nonetheless. That's why he's still a top 10 tight end in his league. But you can tell he's declining. It's almost that time. Can't beat all the time, baby.
Yeah. Travis Kelce, man, he still had a heck of a season last year, even though
800.
Even though he lost a couple of steps, he still had 823 yards.
That shit crazy.
Last year. But it's used to, having a grand or more, 1,000 yards or more. But yeah, I did see last season, man. He had lost a couple of steps, and I think he got injured a little bit too last season. So let's see if that came into play. They still made it to the Super Bowl, getting thumped by the Eagles in the Super Bowl. So he may be on a revenge tour next year, man. But coming in at number 7, usually number 1 on your list is Travis Kelce, man. That is a huge surprise. But hey, this is Shakes Montana's list, man. What else you gonna get but surprises, man? But let's get into the number 6 tight end on Shakes Montana's top tight ends going into the 2025 season. Number 6 is on the way. All right, coming in at number 6, Mr. Skull himself, TJ Hawkinson, tight end from the Minnesota Vikings, man, doing his thing out there in Minnesota, man. TJ Hawkinson, one of the top tight ends in the league, definitely would be on my list. This is what he did last season, man. 74 overall PFF grade, ranked top 10 at number 9 as far as PFF ranking overall. 455 yards. Now, this here is kind of crazy. No touchdowns for TJ last year, and 11.1 yards per reception, coming off an injury-riddled season, but he still makes it at number 6 on Shakes Montana's actual top tight end list. Hey, why did he make the top 10 list for you guys last year? I mean, this year, Shakes, why did he make the top 10 list for you?
Yeah, because like you said, man, he still put up those numbers in an injury-riddled season. I think he started off the season on the pup. You know what I'm saying? So, and that injury was a really huge injury, something that you don't really come back from fully for another whole year. So, we'll see that regular TJ Hawkinson going into this season, which is, that man, to me, he's a top 3 tight end. Yeah, he's a top 3 tight end in this league when healthy. So I'm looking forward to seeing him healthy this year, seeing how his connection is with JJ McCarthy. But yeah, man, he's a bad man. When he's on that field, he's damn near unstoppable. Like, for real, damn near unstoppable.
Yeah,
gotta love TJ
Hawkinson, man. When he's on that field, man, he's something serious. But hey, this is the top 10 tight end list from Shakes Montana. We're going to be right back with the top 5, so don't go away. We'll be right back. All right, we are back, and we are in the top 5 tight ends going into the 2025 NFL season. Shakes Montana had Travis Kelce at number 7. That is a huge surprise. Even though he had a down season, he had 800 and something yards. But yo, we in the top 5, man. If you don't, you got to talk to Shakes, man, about the list, man. If you got anything to say about the list, man, hit Shakes up in the comments so he can tell you face to face of what he thinks about the comments about his top 10 tight ends going into this season. But hey, we get ready to get to number 5. So let's get into it. Number 5, man, Shakes got Mr. Trey McBride at number 5, and I love this guy here, man. This guy is one of the up-and-coming stars of the NFL, not just at the tight end position, but at all positions. Trey McBride is very, very dope. Top target out there, and with the Cardinals, with Kyler Murray. What he did last season, man, listen, 86.8 PFF grade, second amongst tight ends in the league, 1,146 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 10.3 yards per reception. Yo, Shakes, I am very enamored that you have Trey McBride in your top 5. He's in my top 5 as well, but let the people know why Trey McBride is in your top 5, bro.
1,100 yards, man. Yeah. 1,100 yards, bro. It's 1,100 yards, bro. You know what I'm saying? And this is the reason why when you look at the numbers of Travis Kelce, and you like, damn, he had 800. That's a, you know what I mean, for a tight end, you like, whoa, yeah, that's impressive. But then you look at Trey McBride, and you like, oh.
Like, Like,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? That's what elite level tight end is like, man. That's a top 5 tight end in this league, man. So, even though the Cardinals went through their struggles, he didn't. He didn't. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He was the bright spot of that team. So, yeah, man. Everything about Trey McBride, man. You need to get some more touchdowns, though, too. Yeah, that's why you 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, he gotta be in that top 5 though. 1,100 yards, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, 1,146 yards, but only got 2 touchdowns. It's kind of, I think he's more of a red zone target than the Cardinals used him last year. But I can see his touchdowns going up next year, man. This guy is amazing at what he does, bro. Trey McBride, one of the rising stars in the NFL, not just at the tight end position, man. The dude is dope, bro. But hey, we get ready to get to number 4. So who we got at number 4? Hey, tune in. We get ready to tell you. All right. Coming in at number 4, Brock Bowers from the Las Vegas Raiders, man. This dude was an absolute monster at Georgia, and he came in and shined this rookie season, breaking records, man. Let's look at what he did last year for the Las Vegas Raiders. A 85.1 overall PFF grade, 1194, 1,194 yards, almost 1,200 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 10.7 yards per catch. Man, this man put up receiving numbers last year. Brock Bowers. Why is he number 4 on your list, Shakes?
Joe, come on, man. As a rookie, man, almost 1,200 off the rip. That's crazy.
Yeah, that
and
is
yeah, I
crazy.
mean, we all knew, like, he was a top 10 talent. I mean, we was all sitting there like, oh, he should be in the top 10 or whatever, and that's great. But the coming to the league, pros, and put up 1,200 yards with 5 tutties. Come on, man. If this boy not electrifying, who is? If that's not electrifying, who is? I mean, dude, he looking like he gonna be one of the best tight ends in the league if he keep going in this trajectory, man. Cause that's just crazy work, bro. That's crazy work to put up those numbers as a rookie, and not just as a rookie, but what quarterback?
Facts.
What?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what quarterback did he have to throw to him, bro? To put up 1,200? Come on, man. That's sick. That is sick. That is nasty. I can't wait to see what he do in his sophomore campaign. I don't expect 1,200, but if he can still put up 1,000, man, listen, boy, bad.
Yeah. He's definitely one of the better tight ends in the league already, man. This kid is amazing, bro. And I knew that he was going to ball out, you know what I'm saying, last year when he was drafted. And they get him a quarterback, it's going to be on, man. It is definitely going to be on. But he comes in at number 4. Hey, listen, we getting in the top 3. Brock Bowers at number 4. So we get ready to get into the number 3 tight end on Shakes Montana's top 10 tight end list. Let's get into it.
That's 32.
Coming in at number 3, Mr. Mark Andrews from the Baltimore Ravens. Man, this is a surprise on my list because a lot of people probably won't even have him in the top 10 after what they saw from him in that playoff game with the fumble and the drop 2-point conversion. which literally cost the Ravens a shot of moving on in the playoffs. That's what a lot of people think. But Mark Andrews has been a dog in the league for years. This is what he did for the Ravens last year. Hey, he had 55 catches for 673 yards and 11 touchdowns on 69 targets. His overall grade was 83.8. Shakes, why did Mr. Mark Andrews make your list all the way at number 3? This is a surprise to a lot of people, man.
Purple City gang, man. You know what I'm saying? But 11 touchdowns, bro. That just proves, you know what I mean? He does what he's supposed to do last year, man. This was cuts, tutties, bro. Catch, tutties for Lamar Jackson, man. That's all he did last year until the playoffs, and he kind of choked, like you said. And it leaves a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. But man, if you go ahead and you watch the whole season, man, if you go ahead and you watch his whole career, you ain't sitting there questioning nothing about him being in the top 3, top 10, none of that. You know what I'm saying? He belongs there. Alright? That's what he is. He is a top 3 tight end in this league. So now we just need to see him bounce back next year, this year coming up, man. Now, if he takes a decline, then we'll know, that playoff thing is still in his head. But he come out balling like I know he will. Pause. Top 3 tight end, man. He been doing it for a long time and doing it well. Cool J.
Right. Hey, he ain't from Brooklyn, but he is still doing well out there in the league. Getting up to a little bit of age in the tooth, longer the tooth, but man, hey, he is still majorly productive in the NFL, and still a major productive player in that Ravens offense. So Mark Andrews at number 3. Hey, we getting into the top 2. So, hey, number 2. Who's number 2 on the list, man? Let's find out. Number 2 on the list is Mr. Sam Laporta from the Detroit Lions, and that high-powered offense that features Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sonic and Knuckles, and Gibbs, and what's Knuckles' name? Oh my goodness, I always forget his name. But Sonic and Knuckles, Jared Goff at the quarterback position. Sam Laporta is just a monster out there on the field, man. Montgomery, yeah, Knuckles. But this is what Sam Laporta did last year for the Lions. 73.8 overall grade, 10th in the league at the tight end position, 726 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 12.1 yards per catch. Hey, this is number 2 on your list. Why is he number 2 on the list, man? So high on your list above people like Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, a bunch of Brock Bowers, Trey McBride. Why is he number 2, Shakes?
Well, he another guy that went through some injuries as well last year. But when he was on that field, he was putting up those numbers. Tops in the league. You know what I'm saying? Tops in the league, Craig. But, man, when you just put the tape on, bro, you ain't got to look at the number. Let's put the tape on and see how he dominates games. Just see how he dominates games. See what he means to that Detroit Lions offense. It's ridiculous, bro. And this is since he's been a rookie. Like, since he just stepped foot on the field, it's just been the same thing. Like, dang, off the rip. And he's still doing it. This is second season. He's still doing it. Look at him. Just freaking manhandling people, man. This man is crazy, bro. Yeah. No, he's a beast, bro. He's a beast, and he's a dominant factor, somebody that you have to take account of. And that's why this Detroit Lions offense is just so goddamn dynamic. Because you think you got one player or you want to focus on one, another one can definitely kill you. And this guy right here, he can definitely kill you.
That's a fact, man. Sam Laporta is definitely a monster on that field, bro. And he just makes plays, man. He moves the chains, he gets touchdowns, threatening the red zone, threatening the deep passing game, threatening the short passing game. He can block. Yeah, I definitely see why you have Sam Laporta at number 2 on your top tight end list, man. But we get ready to get into the number 1 tight end going into 2025. Yo, who's the number 1 tight end going to top 25? Let's get into it. Number one on the list for the top 10 tight ends going into the 2025 NFL season is none other than Mr. George Kittle, man. Those Iowa tight ends have ruled in the NFL since they come into the league. You want a tight end, man, go to Iowa, man. They produce tight ends like no other. This is what Mr. George Kittle did last season for the 49ers, even in a down season. 92.1, first overall in PFF grade in the NFL, 1,106 yards, 8 touchdowns, 14.2 yards per reception. Just getting busy out there in a season where the 49ers did not look their best. So imagine what happens if they actually get back to being the 49ers, man. Hey, why is George Kittle your best tight end going into the league next year, Shakes?
Yeah. The thing is, bro, this dude is such a beast. He's so physical, and you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's such a beast, and he's so physical, bro. He goddamn hurts his goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's always hurt and banged up. It's because he's punishing other goddamn motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like I never seen nothing like it. He's punishing other players that's hurting himself. That's the only reason why he missed games. It's because he's hurt himself running somebody the fuck over. This dude is a beast, an animal, and even in an injury-riddled season, maybe a game or two he done missed, this motherfucker done still had 1,200. Who does this? He's a fucking freak. He's a freak. I'm talking about athletic, speed, power, determination, animalistic manner. I mean, you name it, he has it. There's nothing you can dislike about this. If you dislike anything about his game, then you don't like football. Period.
Yeah. I mean, there's not too much you can say about George Kittle that's not good about his game on the field, man. He's a leader. He can run every route that you need him to run. He blocks. 14.2 yards per catch for a tight end. That is vicious. And he's fast, strong. He's just dominant, man. And even in an injury-riddled season last year, he still almost had 1,200 yards, which is crazy. Even when Ayuk got hurt, Deebo Samuel was hurt, Christian McCaffrey was hurt. He was still there. He was still getting it done. So I know why he's your number 1 tight end, man. And I don't blame you because he's my number 1 tight end too. So, man, that is Shakes Montana's top 10 tight end list going into the 2025 season. George Kittle is ruling the tight end class this season, going into the season. It may change, man, going towards the end of the season. It could be Sam Laporta being number 1. You know what I'm saying? It could be, it could be Mark Andrews. It could be Brock Bowers. Yeah, it could be Trey McBride. It could be a lot of people going into next season as the top tight end in the league, man. And that guy, Trey McBride, yeah, that dude's a beast, man. I like Trey McBride, and I think he definitely can be the next, great tight end in the league, man. Trey McBride is something serious, bro. When you look at the way that guy plays, man, he has a lot of elements of every one of these top tight ends that's on this list. Yeah, he came in at number 5, but I think that number is going to go up, up, up towards the end of the season, man. But Shakes, man, you got anything to say to the people before we get up out of here?
Yeah, man. Listen, man. I know these lists is maybe in a different order than maybe you have it personally, but this is how I have it. This is how I'm ranking them. But as you can see, it's a strong list, man. All the way from 10 to 1, you getting some strong guys, man. It's like if you make these lists, man, you a player in this league. So for anybody that's making my list of my rankings of any of these positions, man, just know that I truly, highly respect you as a player. I may not like you, but I respect you.
Hey, man, that is what it is, man. Doggone George Kittle, number 1 on the top tight ends, man. Hey, this has been Big Pat Sports Talk, producing the show for Shakes Montana's top players going into the league, man. Look out for the offensive linemen. Look out for the quarterbacks coming up. All 32 quarterbacks, man, ranked from 1 to 32 starting quarterbacks in the league, man. Look for that one, man. That one's going to be pretty action-packed and pretty dope. But, hey, this is the Aboriginal Sports Network right here. Top 10 list with your boy Shakes Montana. And we'll see you on the next one, man. Thank you for tuning in.
What she came.